getting demoed by Fireburner. Fireburner's been pretty ruthless with those.
Here's a good press, though. They need this. Oh, you're kidding.
How does this not go in? This was right there for TSM.
You're kidding. Another chance right in front of the net for TSM. They can't get the job done.
If this is how they're going to come out of the gate after being E-League champions, maybe they're feeling that pressure from getting such a big org and having such high expectations. And now another.
It's a transition
NRG, they're just going for bounties at this point.
It's why not? It's a transition goal. They beat the man out of the midfield.
Clip that, baby.
Give it a couple.
Somebody clip that. Help him out.
Make it look pretty. Why not? And you really think about what the biggest problem is you've been dealing with on that team. And, you know, we as commentators obviously have our own opinions, but they might have others. And Remco, he's on fire in this game 3. Make it 2 for him.
And another situation, you know, Remco over to Ignite, back to Remco. But we're seeing these in front of net plays where somebody attempt with a Dominus or a Batmobile flat car. And that's something Remco is comfortable with it. Justin just challenging the TSM defense all by his lonesome, popping it up to himself, and then flipping underneath the ball, boosting the ball past Metzenaris. That is mechanical excellence from Justin.
And he had the space to do that.
They're trying to battle back into this series. Center ball off the backboard, a tough read for Ignite. That's gonna drop down Fireburner. Maybe he didn't have boost, but he couldn't. In their group, they're gonna take this series off of them and do it in spectacular fashion. You know, almost getting reverse swept, then answering back. Garrett G just elevating NRG in the final game of the series. They take it over TSM 3-2, going the distance, 5 games, a 7-minute overtime. NRG staving off that reverse sweeps. And now Gimmick with a lot of boost, going for an air dribble here. He forced it through.
Oh, no.
He muscled it by, and Torment finally finishes this one off. But you said it, Achieves. He muscled this ball through.
He just went straight through Yukio on the crossbar, and he nicked Turbo Pulsar right there. The follow-through off. Punk, I think, said it best. It's not, is he as good as K-Dot? I'm not sure anybody is in terms of the striking department. Is he right for Dignitas? And it doesn't matter because Squishy Muffin's making it 2-1.
Speaking of striking department, that is somewhere Squishy. You know, he works quite religiously. Gimmick with the pass, Squishy right into the
sometimes, and it forces them to throw those balls into the corner and up on the sidewall and just beat people with raw challenge plays on limited resources.
Oh, and Violent Panda, the double tap follow-up from Yukio, and Dignitas take game 1 in overtime.
And Turbo Pulsar again just beating that first defense, and Gimmick, I think, maybe expecting his teammate to jump a little bit.
Also at 1-0
in the middle of their match currently, yeah.
And a double tap opportunity. Yukio almost hitting it. Follow-up from Turbo. And Turbo's going to knock this one in.
And it's not Turbo opening a hole. It's Yukio, just a very sound double tap. Obviously wanted it into the net, but Squishy Muffins, either way, he's facing the wrong way. He has no way to go and challenge Yukio. He can only hope that he misses. In a bit of a tough spot here with no boost, and they're just having to go for challenges to try and kick it out into space just like that. But can they hang on to it?
Now Gimmick going for that clear. Yukio getting another touch, beating out Squishy.
Oh my
goodness! And then that shot from Violent Panda. Dignitas firing on all cylinders.
Yukio, you madman. Stay next to the ball. Make sure you get a second opportunity at it. And a perfect feed to Violent Panda.
And the shot, too. Violent. They lost the RLCS crown to Cloud9, but here, in day 1 of WSOE, they will get vengeance in their group over Cloud9 with a commanding Game 4 victory. Off to the side, Rizzo takes over, gets it by a defender. Going for the bump, and the ball passed right out to JNabs, and JNabs cleans it up. 2-0 G2.
That's a tough shot to save anyway, because as the defender, you see JNabs has the entire left side of the net to shoot at, so you have to respect the primary option.
That's
the dynamic I see this team having.
Absolutely, and we're getting into game 2. Chicago right off the bat, 10 seconds in. Off the challenge from JNabs, it pops up in Chicago. This double tap off the corner of the ceiling.
That's quite a way to start.
Quite a way indeed, Chicago. Up in the air, Chassette. PSG has spent quite a bit of time in G2's half, but they
Yeah.
really haven't had that many quality chances.
Yeah, they've just been saying we'll block the clear, and then they get transition goal down to the other side. They miss the touch because they don't have the boost. They overextended just a little bit, and now they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, the counterattack goal by JNAP Chaussette, misreading that one off the backboard. Heck of a save right there.
Couldn't tell either way, but somehow, some way, somebody on G2 keeps it out of the net. Chicago can't replicate the feat. He got the first one, but Fruity's sitting right in front of the ball, tapped it home.
Yeah, it seemed like it was just a matter of time. Chicago had just respawned, so he didn't have a lot of boost. He actually gets the save there and hits it off, but Fruity was blocking the exit.
Fine, fine.
So now this is Game 5, G2 versus PSG. It has been Game 5 galore so far today. And that shot gonna find its mark, Fruity.
From Fruity there, just shut that last play down and squash.
And PSG, they were down 0-2, 0-2 before the break. Come back, and they get 3 wins straight. They complete the reverse sweep over G2. That has to feel phenomenal for their squad.
Speed playing bully in the corner. Cooks around to the backboard and gets a bump.
What a
Trying
bump.
to open it up here. Here goes the shot. Mystic will put it in. That's 1-0 now for Flipside.
Just some happenstance coming through, gets the initial touch past one and then flips into the other. Bumps it out, just gets the follow from Mystic. He talked about he loves the fact that Speed allows.
He likes, you know, playing around with cars in the dirt. Rocket League's a good substitute for the meantime. Here comes Speed looking for Mystic. Gets it past one. Mystic's there. Sends the shot home, and that's the first goal for Flipside early in game number 2.
A delayed touch actually working out perfectly. Pops it up to himself, and that slight hesitation draws one in. It forces Turbo to come make that challenge. That's all they need to do with those passes. Draw one out, open up an opportunity, and then Mystic again up on offense. Game, it's been close so far because we had 2 minutes in.
Notable number of demolitions on both sides. Nice bumps from Mystic. Speed will clean it up on the opening, and now a 2-goal lead. Flipside shutting out Dignitas so
Looks
far.
like he actually wanted to pass this. He comes across and tries to get a touch on it, but ends up rolling straight through it downfield to get it clear. But Dignitas is doing a good job of responding. The only difficulty is they've been down by 3 and haven't been able to find anything for the offense until I speak and curse it. Great play coming out from Dignitas.
Beautiful pass. Turbo here on the wall. As Yukio passes it up to him, gets it right back down to him. The 1-2-1.
Actually sending 2. Sometimes Yukio is actually skipping his rotation and going for a demo to open up something. But it's actually going to work out. What a rebound from Cookser.
Look at Cookser. As he starts to rotate, realizes he has an opportunity to score, and he puts it together, and just like that, Speed to Cookser, a tie game, as Flipside comes back from behind. Both of the teams that they need victories right now. Otherwise, they will be swept. Here's the shot from Mystic, and in. Flipside secure that one. The sweep of Dignitas, and we
Fourth again, but Dignitas holding on. There has been a little bit of aggression from Afterthought, just haven't been able to find it. Obviously, more aggression coming in from Dignitas. I think that's only getting...
Afterthought yet to find a win. And I'm trying to remember if they scored in game number 1. I don't know if we saw the end of game number 1 there, but Violent Panda off to kick off. We'll get another one. 3-0 now for Dignitas.
It's unfortunate for Hoxer. He's trying to get across that. He actually gets to the ball first. He wants to jump up and pinch that on the bottom left side of the ball, so it...
Performance from the team achieves pick to win the whole thing. Hoxer looking for the pass out. Nice play. Absolutely brilliant work here from Afterthought to get a tying goal against Dignitas.
So great play here. Just you see Hoxer, he reads the fact that he only has one option to go up on that.
Control in the midfield. Having responses for the clear of Dignitas. This one dropping back down again. Here comes Yukio now up, looking for Turbo. Can he find it? Can he find the win? No, but here comes Violent Panda to finish it off. No, it's back across, and finally Yukio will put the end on the game. 6 minutes and 41 seconds into overtime. Oh my goodness.
With Wave's voice barely holding on, because way too many overtimes are happening.
On the line for the tournament in their eyes, but this is still a very important moment. But Chaussette gonna start things off. PSG looking for that win.
Great attack already. It's just unfortunate for Vault. He has the right idea. He's off that wall. He's trying to play it out and lead his teammate to it. But the difficulty is he puts it too far away. Needs to do it a little bit softer. Ends up throwing possession over to...
All the way in the back, happy with his 1-goal lead.
Just too many times you talk about it, not able to get it in front of the box. They bring it downfield, they get a transition into the middle, but then there's someone for PSG to shut it down, and they need that extra time to get boosted on their own half, because as PSG slowly moves up, you're starting to see more risky plays from TBD. They have to break out of their own half to get some...
Which is just going to make things all the more exciting G2 versus TSM. So we could easily have 3 teams end at 2-2. Another one goes in right at the end here for Chalset. 3-0 PSG.
Just another clean play up at the corner. Instead of going for the direct route, he delays it a little bit. Allows him to get a sharper angle, but doesn't even need the help from his team. He puts it on target.
Noisy with a pass across to Vault. Now back up to Noisy, looking for this first goal. It's Fruity past one. Firefox on the wall, wrap it back around. Vault up to Noisy, dropping it down and they put it in. TBD gets the first goal of game 3. They avoid the clean sweep. PSG now having to play from behind.
Great job, Noisy with the initial attack, sets it up to clear it out. Stellar style of scoring so far, whether it be up high off of kickoffs or just a long ball on target. Pace has been there as the follow-up and the bump out of play off the crossbar, but he follows it up and goes in. Fruity get a little bit lucky on this one, but they're able to change the lead in just a matter of seconds.
A bit of a sloppy one, but they'll take those. 1:18 on the clock, and PSG has every... If they get one more goal, the bounty right now is tied at 5 across a bunch of teams.
Obviously, all not over yet. Unfortunately, that's not on the mind. They just want the win. The last player is going to sit on back. So PSG with a clean 3-0 over TBD. Pass play 2 in front of the net. You saw Metzenars have a shot when they got played across, but for him to go for that delay, he's seen something obviously a little bit different, but it doesn't matter. Play develops for G2. Chicago strikes first.
They've been doing some good stuff here in the corner. JNAPS gets this one out in Chicago. Feeling nice and confident at the beginning of the game. Taking it away by Chicago. And now Ignite all the way to the corner. Back and forth. Both teams with solid contact on different sides. And what? Why does this go in?
Yeah, the original clear was just a launch downfield rather than maintaining pressure. I was going to talk about holding onto the ball, force something out of it, because normally it's just been kind of a hit and chase, but for them to sneak that one through, that one just seems to be a lucky one that they're going to be happy to receive.
Over to the side, Rizzo, past Metzenaris. All the way down. Ignite past one, JNAPS up. He misses, and that'll be it. 1:48 on the clock. PSG's hopes stay alive.
To themselves like, we beat G2 convincingly. This is ours. So far, it's been all G2 and a redirect, a doink from Rizzo. What a shot.
That was pretty. That's probably my favorite goal of the day so far. JNAPS to Rizzo here. Just a little pop-in shot straight in. And now the biggest lead we've seen in this series.
A prime example, right? Metzenaris gets the corner boost. He has 7. He gets the 100 in the corner. Uses all of it just so he can get to 9 and put it right back in his half.
It's out Remco here for Ignite. Shot downfield, Rizzo looking for the redirect. Good choice with Metzenaris' positioning, and Chicago finds the shot. An absolutely brilliant pass play.
Just a weird decision coming out from TSM. Ignite's in the right position following that up. He could be there. G2 looking strong coming in as this ball touches the ground. Congratulations to them. They're going to be moving on as your 3rd seed in the other group, with TSM taking the 2nd seed.
They win in game number 3, presenting a must-win situation in game 4. And then Rizzo, you went off. You're just going crazy. What did you say? What would you say about this Chicago over here? What would you say about Rizzo's play in the last game there?
He was insane. I just kept telling him to pipe it up, and he just kept piping it up. I don't know what to say. He went off.
So you got to do. So Rizzo, we need an explanation. What happened there? What is this next level that we saw in that game 4?
That's exactly what he said. He just kept telling me to pipe it up, so I kept piping it up.
Even if I never make it, it's okay, I know you're there.